Yo YouTube, it's JK1 again here, and the same shit's going on, except I'm now playing OU with a team you've never seen before with me, unless you've like battled me or something, cause I've used an old team from PO and changed some nicknames cause they were pretty darn stupid sometimes. But yeah, it was a decent match, and yeah, let's go just straight into it. I lead with Nasty. No shit. Wait, never mind. I lead with Green Bite, and he leads with Cloister. So I'll go for the Dark Pulse because it has 100% accuracy, the rest didn't have it. And this thing is specs, and luckily enough, he goes for the Icicle Spear right off the bat. And he kills me, which, yeah, is unfortunate, but really, it isn't too big of a deal. So I go into my Nasty, thinking I had to outspeed, but I don't. And if he switches out, I can knock off that item. That was my plan, but it didn't really was the best option. And now he goes into Parathorn, which forces me to switch out, but he makes a double switch into Blissey, which is an interesting play, and now he goes into Jellicent. So I just take the opportunity to set up rocks, and now set up a light screen, as he will-o-wisp me. Didn't really matter this game, but it was quite unfortunate. So I set up a reflect, and then he taunts me, and I'm like, okay, I can switch the fuck out of here because I can do absolutely nothing. He predicts that and goes for another taunt on my Nasty, which is really unfortunate. But I can knock off his leftovers, which is well, great for me. And now he burns my Nasty, which is quite unfortunate, but not really too big of a deal. So now I go into my Melodic, which is actually an Lucario, but yeah, nicknames are cool, so give them. And yeah. So I went for the crunch, and it did half, which telling me is physically defensive probably, because I'm adamant. So yeah, or am I jolly? I don't even know if I'm jolly or adamant. But anyways, I go into Gash now as he goes for the recover. I set up a sub as I predict Willow, and that works out really nicely for me. So now I'll go for the Giga Drain. That crit mattered. Yeah, it definitely mattered. A crit Giga Drain wouldn't even have killed if he was especially defensive. But that was unfortunate for him, but good for me. So I go for the Shadow Ball as he breaks my sub with an Outrage. I almost take him out. So now I'm going to Tanker to take the hit, and it does not anything actually. I'm so surprised. I thought I could like take 2 of them, but I can take more. So I take this opportunity to set up the Reflect, but he snaps to the Confusion twice and goes for the Outrage. So now I go into my Melodic, which is Lucario, and Extreme Speed into that. I am burned, but yeah. So his remaining team is Parathorn, Heatran, and Blissey, which are all weak to fighting moves, but Lucario dies here, so that's not really good. Plus he was burned anyway, so he could have done nothing. He couldn't have swapped it. So I go for the Scald at his Heatran and do half, and now I switch out predicting another Earth Power and go into my Levitating Gengar. I think I go for the T-Bolt right off the bat, because yeah, I didn't want to make a sub yet, because it could have screwed me over. And yeah, I go into my Nastiest Fodder, which I don't really care about. So now it's time for the late game sweep with my Scrafty, and I go for the Fire Punch, and I can't even remember. Yeah, this thing was expert belted, by the way. I thought I couldn't remember the item, but now I figured, oh yeah, it was expert belted. So look, Heatran goes for the Fire Blast. He maybe thought it was Scarf, but I'm not. So I go and kill him with a high jump kick. His remaining Pokemon is a Blissey, which is also gonna get killed by a high jump kick. So that was the battle, guys. It was pretty great, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye, and thanks for watching and all that stuff. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, just give me a like and a sub and all that stuff, and check out my other videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. This is JK1 signing out. Goodbye.